but Doomfist is pretty good too. We're always going to jump to the background with the Primal Rage. This rally's going off. This should make sure Outlaws survive, but a beautiful stick onto Dante, but he's got a little bit of armor himself. He finds Lynx there. 2 slashes, 1 kill, gets the reset, wants to find the support in the air. He manages to get it. Repel, you can't escape me, even with those exo boots. They're throwing rocks at people. Stick on the back for Stitch. More dive-orientated supports. Blase is going to have to get down to low ground to actually get healed, though. Raw is going to just chase him all the way down. Jackson and Repel weren't close by, or at least I'm not entirely sure where they were, potentially in this corridor, and Raw just, yeah, destroying the backline of the Outlaws. The Outlaws kind of traded places with them at that point, and yeah, they all ended up dying in that small corridor.
Washington wants to go with the aggro, use a support ultimate with the blade kind of combination. Blase deleted.
As that Discord orb damage. Ain't got forced to actually use the Transcendence in that situation. A return beat for the Outlaws to keep them in the fight as Blase nears the blade too. And now, Ain't God's basically all alone. Luckily he's receiving this rally armor, but still getting chunked down. He finishes the 1v1 against Dante with the help of Arc. And eventually Blase gets knocked off the map too. Whoops daisy. Linksa clicks on Tuber as well. Nice kill to Jexa though. Let's see if it actually results in anything. I don't think it will because people are dying here so late for the Justice, but Linksa and Dante are dead now. Stitch and AimGod taking the game into their own hands.
Well, there has been some nice progress too. I mean, this fight has not been for nothing. They're taking progress on the point.
2 ticks. Yeah. Yep. I mean, this is the benefit of this comp as well. You can have the monkey on the point and he can jump up to help the rest of the team if necessary, or you could even just put Janu there. Janu's definitely better off sitting on the high ground though, throwing rocks at people. Stick on the back for Stitch. Linksa goes down. Immortality Field has been used as well by the Outlaws already, so they're going to have to be a little bit more careful of this backline push, although they don't need to be anymore. They're definitely going to go for this reset as Justice end up capping point A. Jexa will fall though, as the Transcendence forward for Justice. Raw gets flashbanged, but he's going to be okay, and Lynx gets pushed out of Immortality Field as well. Very good push for the Justice, as AimGod is on the flank. I mean, why not? The rest of your team is distracting them on the right-hand side. Go on the flank, click some heads, and that's exactly what he did. Ooh, that is a pretty okay flux. I thought it got more there. Actually hit Hydration and killed him. Bearing in mind, I thought more people went down there as well as they scurried for the box. Tuber's going to be able to kill Dante as well and still hold on to this blade. They might just be able to cap without ults, and they cap. 3 minutes and 36 seconds, and they had ults to spare. Look, Transcendence, Rally, Primal Rage, they had Pulse Bomb coming up, and Blade, and Justice cap. That was a steamroll. This is not what I expected coming into King's Row. Tuber setting up the Blade. They end up rallying in. Perfect time for him to go in. He gets grabbed though. Doesn't matter because Mecha already falls. Hydration as well. Let's loose on the mines. But everybody's stacked up high with armor, so the only person that's going to instantly die is Stitch, and he did go down. Because he only has Zen Orb, if he has the Zen Orb as well. Hydration does end up going down, is punished by Arc, but Meko is still alive at extremely high charge with the window 2. Oh, it looked good, but everybody was so grouped up for that Pulse Bomb. A good stick onto Repel does end the fight.
Love to get out with your charge there, but Tuba is going to make short work of it. Dash resets come through. Little right clicks there to clean it all the way up.
Tuba's time to go in though. He's got a little bit of armor himself. He finds Lynx there. 2 slashes, 1 kill, gets the reset, wants to find the support in the air. He manages to get it. Repel, you can't escape me, even with those exo boots. Transcendence 2 for the Justice to force the Outlaws away. Meko used that grab, didn't quite find anything, and hey, there you go, Justice. Well, they full hold on first point. Now, someone from Outlaws has to be on the point permanently. Hydration, I think, was one of them, but AimGod was able to take him out. This should just be it. With Dante going down as well, they stand little to no chance unless Linksa just collapse. But it's not going to happen. AimGod does go down in the end, but Linksa couldn't quite touch. And one thing that Outlaws comp doesn't do well is just continually holding this point. And with 33% being the win condition for the Justice, they pressured it out, like you said, Hex, and they collect the W. The window with the turret, it's unbelievable DPS. I'm not entirely sure how much, but it's not actually that. But it's also not doing anything, really. I mean, it maybe gets the Molten Core for Blase, maybe, but Blase is already dead. Hydration's got to follow as well. That Transcendence was so good from AimGod there. But Doomfist is pretty good too. We're always going to jump to the background with the Primal Rage. This rally's going off. This should make sure Outlaws survive, but a beautiful stick onto Dante. Blase's also going to fall as well. No DPS now available, and they unleash the blade. Immortality Field is going to come out, and an eat from Janu as well. The second eat this series on a grab. He takes that one, and that's Outlaws with now nothing left. Blase, because he switched in that Molten Core, and he can't get back on the Doom, and this is Justice with an unbelievable steamroll. Meko jumps back on to the Wrecking Ball to get back to the point in time. A resurrection onto Blase 2, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to get onto the point. Stitch is camping this left-hand side. Another res onto Blase as Jexay switches off Mercy to go back to Mercy to find another res.
And now it's almost a one fight already.
Oh yeah, that Transcendence being used as well. Meko uses that personal bubble to survive this pulse bomb, but couldn't survive the extra damage that was coming through from Aim God. 5 minutes for the Outlaws, mind you. Riley's going to help them at least survive on the point for Aim God to come back. Another blade coming through from Tuba this time. He's on the back line on Meko. He gets grabbed at the end, but he already done the damage. I mean, he's killed 2, or he's assisted 1, then killed off Meko. Hydration does find the kill, however, our Aim God's back now. Tuba's going to be back momentarily, so this is very much a reset for the Outlaws as Dante's also dead. Now with a lesser time bank than the Justice, just to keep the tanks alive in the front line. That'll be an easy fight win. Blase and Repeller dead. Meko bites the dust as well. And that will be, again, another stellar defense for the Justice right now. Outlaws having just a monumentally hard time. That aggressively right now. He's looking for the back line more than just fighting the tanks. Nice, another stick from Stitch takes out Meko again. The beat came through. The blade from Tuba isn't going to result in all too much, but with Meko dead, Hydration's going to have to play more careful. Dante, Blase, literally everybody. 2 right clicks, 2 kills. Repel and Dante are going to go down, and again, the Justice DPS are just mowing down the Outlaws.
Ah, they're always on the chase too. I really like it.
They have the combo with the blade, but with Jexay dead and Repel falling as well. Again, another reset for the Outlaws. They just cannot find space to make this fight work. And make these combos work as well, Hex. Stitch is already dueling out Dante. He's going to be the main target for focusing out and forcing out this Transcendence, but they end up grabbing Tuba, and Repel actually just ends up dying. Outlaws are still man up, and they can get back to the point. Blase killing off Stitch 2. Rally for Jexay. Justice can still survive, however. They've got Rally coming up and the Transcendence for Aim God. Yeah, there you go. Right onto the point, so everybody can now get back in time. They only need 1 pick, ideally, and it should just be good. The Rally's coming out, and Meko is dead. There's the pick I'm talking about. Dante, Jexay also end up going down. This is going to be it. The hold on the second point for the Justice. They got way too many people alive, and the Outlaws are going to lose this map as well. Justice now, match point of the series. Mitigated by the Immortality Field, and the blade coming out from Tuba as well. Meko trapped in the corner.
Doesn't have a dash, doesn't have a reset, can't get up top.
It might just be okay, in fact. The armor's going to stack onto Dante as well, meaning he can pull the blade rather safely. A recall 2, no dash available for him either now. Lynx is also long gone as well. That window on the high ground was good for Repel. A nice little angle, but Raw pays him a small visit with a Primal Rage. Everybody kept alive during that early Transcendence as well from Aim God. Normally you'd think that you'd want to save him for the blade there, but just getting the initial kills was good enough for them to actually win that team fight at all. There's a couple of meters before it does end up landing in. There's a flux in the room. Immortality Field got thrown out from the Outlaws, so they're able to survive all this damage in this small room. However, Meko finding 2, and they are now having to sit on the payload. Repel is still alive, and they've kind of swapped positions. Blade for Tuba. Can't quite get the final dash. He eventually does. That was so close. He was 1 melee away from dying. Dante kills him with his blade as well, but Aim God was there to luckily click him. And the Primal Rage Hydration was, what, maybe a pixel away from actually contesting that payload? Pretty damn disappointing. If you're Hydration there, you'd have thought you'd be on it.
And Washington is just going to get aggressive. Here comes a Rally.
Yeah, super aggro now, now that Lynx is dead. It's just support after support. They're being very proactive in how they're playing. Aim God's going to have the Transcendence as well. Dante isn't even near the blade. He's got 50% away, and Justice are just steamrolling this point. And now they can hold the doors. The bomb's going to come out at least, and it's going to get bashed away, so it's not even going to be able to contest the payload. A couple of meters will do it. 0.01, in fact. Someone needs to leave it for a microsecond, and they are going to be good. Hydration is now spinning to win, but it's just all about the stall tactic. Dante 20% from a blade, but a Transcender's on the point, and there it is. 2 minutes in the time bank. Maybe 3 doors isn't enough. Ooh, okay. The TP. Oh well, they're all they're all dead. Oh, cute little telly as they all instantly die.
No, I was saying what Tuba was thinking. Tuba was thinking, oh, that's cute.
Adams should get out of there rather fast. He has to recall, surely. No! He makes him turn around, and Tuba managed to finish off the kill with just a dash. Stitch does end up falling, but with the Lynx are dead, this comp kind of does fall apart. They're relying on Dante to get stuff done. He's doing just that. Aim God is so low as well, eventually gets taken out by Hydration. 2 tanks alive versus 2 tanks on the point. Luckily, Lynx has switched over to the Tracer to try and get back onto the point ASAP. Doesn't want to go on the Ashe any longer. And just stalling out is going to be good enough, really. They have 35 seconds remaining with Jexay dead.
Yeah, we're still in Primal, still batting around. He gets a second as Tuba's there. And this finally looks like a coordinated effort. It's just the defenses have had no way to really coordinate and get these kills.
The self-destruct comes out, Transcendence being used too. Jexay does end up going down. Tuba carrying the game. Both supports now dead, but now he's in trouble. He's getting chased by Dante, pulls out the blade to reflect, but Lynxer follows it up with a kill. Pretty scrappy towards the end, but Washington Justice still have control of the point with Stitch on it. He kills Dante also, but now they have to deal with 2 tanks. Luckily enough, they've got a Lucio on the point now as well for the additional healing, but can he actually stay alive long enough? Turns out he can't. A recall for Stitch now as well, hoping and praying that his tanks get back in time to get some additional kills and follow up on the damage he's already done. A high noon from Lynxer. It gets reflected. That was so close to actually hitting him in the head. Tuba, that probably would have been the game-winning deflect, or at least the point-winning deflect if he could actually get the kill. But now you see Lynxer and Dante with a free range of fire just plinking away at the Ant Matrix. That is a lot of damage. Instant Transcendence pop there from Aim God as well. Hydration does end up going down. Now Repel under a lot of pressure, but he's got a lot of healing. Now not so much anymore as Jexay also falls. Dante has the blade. He can still clutch this fight out, but is he going to? He is indeed. He slices and dices, kills Arg, but Tuba's going to be able to follow up with a 2-piece of his own. Repel also ends up falling. A couple of meters now remains for the payload to get to this first point, but there's only a minute on the clock for the Outlaws. Well, the Flux is going to be the big game changer here, I think. Waiting for Tuba's blade. Blade's going to come out. You hear the Flux instantly come out as well. Lynx is in trouble. Lynx is dead. Tuba may be 15 HP, but he's already made sure they can't follow up with any meaningful damage. Dante has armor, but that's about it. Lynx is going to be able to come back with Bob just in time if the Outlaws can stall out. They have about 15 seconds remaining now. Stitch works his way to the back line, trying to take someone out, aiding in the dive. Meko caught between a Tracer and a Winston, not where you want to be against a dive comp. The Immortality field used as well. This is disastrous for the Outlaws. Stitch is going to be able to take it out too. Dante needs the blade, but ends up going down, forcing him to touch. Aim God, a boot to the face. OT is now here. Justice looking to win this series as Hydration falls as well. A Transcendence for Aim God. He earns it, he clicks it. And now just taking out Meko is going to be the name of the game. They force him away. Discord Orb, and his life is very much over. Jexay down as well. Only a couple of people to get back in time, but Justice are going to hold the Outlaws just before this first point and claim 3-1 in the series.
Whew. It's the momentum they need going into the end of this season, this Washington Justice. If they can just play the dive meta, it seems like their offense is pretty unstoppable.
Tuba, you got the win against the Houston Outlaws today. How were you able to win this series?
그냥 팀원들 다 열심히 연습하고 그냥 다 잘한 것 같아서 이길 수 있을 거라 이겼던 것 같아요.
Everyone in the team provided a lot of effort in going into the week, and we practiced hard, and that's how we were able to win today.
What do you have to improve on the Washington Justice to really have a good performance in the Countdown Cup?
그냥 좀 더 연습도 많이 하고 좀 더 열심히 하면 더 좋은 결과 있을 것 같습니다.
He just thinks we need a little bit more time to practice, and as long as we put in consistent effort, we should be fine.
Oh, and gone. Roar's immediately gone. But Fate ends up on the other end. 5-on-5, still winnable for the Justice. Both teams down to main tank. Can't get away. Aim God with the punish, but the problem is BQB gets one, gets punished. Okay, the Justice, this is starting to go a little bit better for them. No, he was going for the Primal. Yeah, he committed for the Primal, didn't get, but Tuba goes in with the blade and might be a blessing in disguise. Here comes the blade. Aim God does not have it just yet. Yaki looking for it, gets pushed back. And as a result, Aim God doesn't even have to use a Transcendence. The Justice deal with it on their own, and the Mayhem, a bit of a tougher spot now.
Very nice pickup. Gargoyle is going to commit the Flux, trying to just stay alive here. He does get the kill onto Janu, but kill's going both ways. Remember, that is going to favor the defenders, especially now with the blade out from Tuba.
takes advantage Mayhem, but okay, Janu proves his worth on the Sigma, finds BQB. The problem is, he's so far out, he gets immediately cut down, but Stitch in the back lands a pulse bomb. The Justice, it's a little bit sloppy, but it's working out, Jake.
Yeah, I don't know how it happened, but somehow BQB did get bursted down. I think that must have been Aim God contributing a lot of damage there, maybe Tuba, but most likely that's Aim God. That's really the only long-range damage that they have, so props to him, I'm sure, for putting out some good work there. And when BQB falls, they do lose that incredible advantage that they once held in terms of shield break dive.
It's caught by Stitch. Yeah, it works out. However, the Mayhem are still reasonably healthy, but with Roar just going into the back, the Del BQB, it's heavy disruption. The Justice are going to be able to keep pushing the payload while this goes on. Yaki can't get away, and you know, the Justice, this isn't too bad.
Than Tracer in a long fight. But, you know, now the Brig is a little bit more optimized to survive that burst. But this time it's Tuba winning the fight against Yaki. And, ooh, very sharp headshots from Tuba. This has got to be first point.
Tuba with 3 so far, breaking it wide open for the Justice. And, you know, we said at the beginning, this is what the Justice needed out of Tuba to make things happen. And, yeah, falls at the very end, but more than did his part. And that's going to be the Justice getting point A, and a decent time at that for Anubis. So, you know, a little bit of hope for the Justice here. This is pretty deep.
Oh God,
Jake, you take a look at the time, 30 seconds. Fate is so deep at enemy lines. I mean, I get it. You pass all defense, you're maybe a little bit bored, but now BQB is down. The Justice have taken out 2 already. And here with Arc out of the fight, this is a real opportunity for the Justice. And if they take this, it is Florida's fault for Fate just going so deep.
Yeah, the Colt
God finds Yaki, gets 2, and the Justice, Jake, they're potentially about to take this. Oh, is this really happening?
Maybe a bit of overconfidence. Now Mayhem, they need to at least get overtime here. That's really, really important. Looks like they will be able to get this very close. Okay, they do secure overtime. Justice probably going to get the cap here. Probably, though, as I say that, Byram 90 to rally. The raid boss. She's activated. She's spawned. Uh-oh.
There's a chance. Brigida's on the way back out. BQB's already down, but here comes Yaki. Blade out. Not a lot of support behind it. Whipping left, right, and center. Doesn't get what he's looking for. And the Justice do get the cap. 6 on 5, but for the Justice, they have to be perfect, Jake. Even losing one person leaves you open to attrition.
And there's the first kill.
Aim God's down.
However, Mayhem's very low. This could be big dash resets here for Tuba. But still, kills are going both ways. Aim God, he won't be back for the next fight. Justice, they really want the cleanup, but they cannot afford to lose another player, so they've got to be cautious.
Well, Tuba has a blade on the other side. It's got to be big because Janu's out of the fight already. 2 for the Justice. Tuba put in some work, and the Justice staying alive for now as Aim God goes wild. Crazy stuff from Aim God in the back. The one player that has been performing for the Justice all day long. I want to believe. I'm actually invested at this point in the crazy comeback here for the Justice. As Aim God off on the flank, looking for the man, putting more pressure on the point. Yaki, the blade's ready to try and put this away here and now. Aim God using a Transcendence in response. Gargoyle already down. The blade
Healer's dead.
has a little bit of a tough time, but okay. Aim God and Stitch are down. The Mayhem going, no. We're not going to do this crazy fairy tale story. We're going to use our ultimates. We're going to go on the point. We're going to end this here and now. That's the series, but for a moment, we had the beginnings of a story.